Amazing weather. Oh, I love good weather. It is a bit nippy in the air, but what do you expect for October? All night long on a 3-pin socket. And how are we looking? 66%. It's, you know, 17% more than when I plugged it in about 10 hours ago. Which, in case you're wondering, is why people don't regularly charge with a 3-pin. Do you unplug the other end? Ah, love it when the sun's out. Awesome. It's nice that it's dry enough to have a little penny board. I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion that these things are just brilliant. Still think they could do with a motor though, but I just love the size. Somewhere a long way back there is my brother and his girlfriend. We're gonna go grab some breakfast down on the seafront. So I'm going on ahead a bit because I have to make some phone calls, boring stuff like that. These things definitely work better going downhill. A smooth downward slope. Now we're cooking. Should be far enough ahead now that I can... Oh my god, now that is what I call 4G. 20 megabits. Hello? I'm just trying to upload my vlog post. I need to catch up with him because him and Holly have walked on ahead. But at least I've got today's vlog post edited, so bye. Yeah, I will do. Bye. I've lost my brother while faffing around with uploads. Found them. They're starting to make me feel a bit guilty about not having run for a couple of days. I'll go for a run tomorrow. I wouldn't want to run a half marathon here. Too many hills. I certainly wouldn't want to run a marathon. These people must be crazy. It's like a whole full-on thing. No sign of my morning coffee yet though. That's starting to become a bigger and bigger problem. And it just keeps going. I swear, every time I come to Bournemouth it's like this. Some massive event, festival, or monster trucks on the beach. I love a bit of live music. Nice and atmospheric. Is this just going to wind up all over me? Probably. So this is my one caffeinated coffee for the day. Hopefully. So much better without the jumper. Car sweet home, home sweet car. Now I'm going to try and see if I can hook up with Aaron again for a little bit, but time is running seriously late because on Sunday evening everybody jumps in their car to drive back to London, which is rather unfortunately the direction I'm going. So I was trying to work out what I was going to do yesterday. I was going to give Aaron a lift or how I was going to charge en route. It sort of occurred to me that what's really missing from Teslas, and I think also all electric cars, is proper EV route planning. And what I mean by that is the ability to create a scenario which is a sort of a realistic drive. You know, so for example, last night I was on 70%. I knew I needed to come to Bournemouth. There's no superchargers either en route or at least for the first 40 miles of today's journey. So, you know, I didn't know sort of how, what's the situation? Can I take Aaron with me? If I do, I mean, there was another question about the fact that it was basically 80 miles in the wrong direction if I had, you know, when I drove him back. So we had to think about it and break out the old Google Maps. And I don't usually have to do that with the Tesla. But it would have been great if you had an app where you could just put in your different waypoints and say, here I'm going to be for 8 hours charging at 3 kilowatts. Here I'm going to be 2 hours charging at 11 kilowatts, and it just calculates the distances, taking into account the elevation, the time of year, the temperature, and spits out a sort of your battery will be at this percentage here, that percentage here. Basically something pretty similar to what Tesla have already got built in with their supercharger planning side of things. The difference is it does all that automatically for you, and you have no ability to enter a charger that isn't a supercharger. So that's what we need. We need to create an app that will do that. When I used my Nissan Leaf, I had to do calculations like that virtually every time I wanted to go somewhere. You know, even if it was just a quick, oh, can I actually make this? Is this doable? I don't think people, especially Tesla drivers, would use this app all that often. But there'd definitely be times it was useful, like yesterday. Okay, I'm all packed and ready to go. That was really good fun. I love seeing my bro. Cheers, geezer. I just climbed into the back to do a quick bit of work, but I've made one small mistake. The child locks are on, and for some reason, the screen won't turn on either. So I'm hoping if I open one of the front doors, then the car will start to, you know, come to life. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's gone. Yay! Freedom! I'm just chilling out here for a little bit while I wait for Aaron, who's coming back from the marathon with his father. And then I'm going to sort of just have a quick cup of tea before heading on. The good news is, sitting in the back with a little bit of angle, don't know if you can see, I have plenty of room to do my work, which is nice because I've got quite long legs, so it can be a bit tricky having enough room in a car to... Hello! Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
You know, not bad, just trying to do last minute bit of work, let's put it this way.
Good night's sleep?
Yeah, actually not bad. 5 hours, so...
5 hours?
Oh yeah. Substantial improvement on 4, definitely. I bet I can guess what's in there. One of them. Awesome. I see Elon Musk didn't hand sign each one them. Such a poor work ethic, that guy. Thanks for all the awesome, interesting 3D printing bits and bobs. I'm sure Jasper is going to love his robots. I'm really looking forward to giving him that. Cheers. Okay, time to brave the traffic.
And now you've got yourself something funky.
I'm dying for the loo. Unfortunately, the Sainsbury's is closed. The garage doesn't have one. But there is a community centre like over that way, and luckily I have. Good news is, by the time I finish with all this faffing, I fully expect the car will be totally supercharged and I'll just go straight home. Definitely much quicker than walking. I have a feeling the penny board's going to be too quick, and I am going to wind up having to wait. But not for long, I'm sure. Yep, penny board just far too quick. I could definitely leave now actually if I wanted. That'll do. That's what I'm talking about. So I made back about 18%. With that level of efficiency, I reckon I could probably get 320 miles out of a full charge. And I wasn't driving at 15 miles an hour or anything. Well, I was in heavy traffic. So if 38% gets me 123 miles, then this level of efficiency is 320 miles on a full charge. No, that's the robot I got for Jasper. How awesome is that? It's called a maker bot. Printed in one piece.
That's so cool.
Well, back safe and sound, but I have missed Jasper, so I'll have to give him the robot tomorrow morning. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye.